Well, good morning. I'm here at Gethsemeni Monastery, and as you can see, it's behind me. Uh-oh. You know what that means? Time for Vespers, and then breakfast. Well, I would really like to tell you guys this. The reason why I came here was I was invited by some other pastors um, to come with them down here to Kentucky to this monastery. Now, most people don't know that I lived in a monastery before, and I studied there. And but I was at a Greek Orthodox monastery. This is actually a Catholic monastery. They're the Cistercians monks, and they don't talk at all. So there's no talking. Once I go past this parking lot here, there's absolutely no talking. And as you can see, but anyways, this is beautiful. This whole place. I don't know if you can see behind me. It's too hard. Hang on. Let's go over here. This is called. Let's see. I don't know how to flip this phone around. Look, everything's blue. I'm an indigo. Check this out. It's too. It's kind of too far away for my camera, but there's a big mountain behind me. It's called St. Joseph's Hill, and there's a huge statue up there. And later today, we're going to be walking up. There's actually people already up there. Maybe some visitors or some of the monks, but they're already up there. Wow, it's just crazy because you can't see it in the camera, but I can see it with my eyes when I turn my head. But anyways, this has really been good. And some of these other pastor friends of mine said, "Dude, you got to come with us." And there's a lot of healing. Yes, that goes. Excuse me, that goes on here, and there's a whole lot of spirituality that that you will find, and it is true. Now, I would like to just relate to you people a small story. If a lot of people don't know who this person was, his name is Thomas Merton, and he was a monk during World War II, and he was totally dead set against violence. And he wrote many books. He died in 1968, and he has been like my my inspiration for spirituality and just the way of life of how he thought the world should be going on. He died in Bangkok, Thailand, and there was a big controversy around his death because he was anti-war, and during the Vietnam era, there was a lot of controversy about what he was doing. Now, he used to be a reporter, and he actually worked for a newspaper. He worked for different places and stuff, and then finally he came to a point in his life. He has a really good book called The Seven-Story Mountain, and like I said, he's a really famous monk. He's, if not the most famous monk that ever lived, and he was my inspiration to go to a monastery in the beginning, and I ended up at a Greek Orthodox monastery because at the time that was the closest one. And this was when I was younger, when I was just a kid. And from there, he his whole life became like an inspiration of something. But this is where he was from, and he's also buried here. I believe I posted some pictures of his grave, and like I said, there's a whole cemetery right here. These are not monks. The monks are buried in the back, and during their they have their own cemetery. But this was a community cemetery for, I think this was for people that couldn't like afford a funeral or whatever cause it was. They came to the monastery and they were actually able to, bury them here. Um, it's it's quite a sight when you walk through this place. I'm gonna be making a couple, excuse me, other videos. Now I'm not gonna be able to talk when I'm inside and I make videos, and you'll see that it'll be completely silent. There'll be no noise or nothing, and it's quite. I don't even know how to explain it, but but all I know is this: once you come to a place like this, oh yeah, and check this out, and I'm on 12,000 acres of farmland. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I'm in the middle. I think this town is called Bardstown. But anyways, I'm gonna go because it's time for breakfast, vespers and breakfast and stuff. But look for my videos.